Rooting for it. Hey man, what's your name, bro? So what's your name? You Cameron, you pretty thoughtful, bro. Appreciate you.
Pretty what?
Thoughtful.
Oh, I try to be.
Yeah, man.
I learned through life to be more thoughtful.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. That's how I be. People be thinking. But nah, I don't be tripping about none of
Life lessons.
that.
Learning and growing.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
name, bro?
Dwight.
Dwight.
Yeah, yeah.
Dwight.
Nice meeting you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, that's my brother right there.
We're starting a freshman show. We got a place
So
where
you guys just basically started with some kind of just
like what would you tell your younger self and stuff like that? What would you do?
You seem pretty positive, brother. Would you want to share it first?
Sure, I can.
Nah, we're gonna get you right. Get you right. Alright, brother. Yeah, I got it. So, if you go in time, Mr. Cameron, what would you tell your younger self? Any advice that would be like life changing for you?
She probably wouldn't listen. I would tell myself though to trust myself, be more confident in me instead of trying to satisfy what I think other people want or require. I think that would mitigate a lot of troubles.
Yeah. So you think people's thoughts, they kind of sway you and put you on a different path?
I think we're grown up by, I think a lot of us are taught to live to a standard that doesn't exist. Like fit within these boxes and you're normal, when most of us don't fit those boxes. And a lot of folks have difficulty expressing themselves.
Right.
You know, if you're an eccentric character, comparative to the norm, like where's your space to feel comfortable? And that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's got to coddle to you, but it's also just, you know, we're all a little different. Some people are left-handed, some people are right-handed, some people are taller, shorter.
Right.
Folks learn at different rates. People are exposed to different things. So like no one knows everything, but everybody has something that you don't know that could be of value to you. So I think we should be able to be ourselves more truly. Not so much force it, but not really be hurt by just being yourself, you know?
I do got a question. You said something, about boxes, people having trouble fitting into certain boxes. What's a box that you had, trouble trying to get into and you realized,
So I was the only black kid in an all-white school in Western Kentucky. So there was a lot of boxes there.
Trying to fit in.
Me trying to be what they expect me to be, but also not be that because I'm more than that. And then like the confusion in what's in my heart, what's in my soul, what's in my gut. You know, and then you get puberty, what's my dick thinking? Then you get a little older and you realize that you got all these conflicts with, I don't really want to do that, but that's where my friends are. It's like, well, do I let them go or do I keep doing this bullshit that I don't really need to be doing? The maturity to let that stuff go, the discernment to know the difference between giving in to other people's perceived desires or actually genuinely taking care of yourself, doing things for the right reasons, not doing things for the right reasons because you're going to get attention from somebody, but just do the things, you know, it's like you just live true to yourself.
Right.
But it's hard to get there because we're programmed from birth to not be ourselves. We're programmed to defend our place we're born, our skin color, our religion, college school you root for and all that, and it gets ingrained into us, and it's hard to let go of those things. So they do bring you joy, but it's also, that's my sense of identity, that's my sense of tribe.
I got you.
They're important. They can be important, but ultimately it's you. When those things are stripped away, when those things no longer exist, it's just you. What do you have then, you know?
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's always you. All this other stuff is extra, and yeah, there's value to it. Yeah, don't lose you, and don't worry about losing anything. There's plenty for everybody all the time. Even when you do lose, there's always something else. And it's hard for a lot of folks to not live in that fear-based kind of reactionary disposition. I get it. I understand. I still do it myself, even though I'm not quite in that kind of mindset anymore.
Right.
I feel like there's plenty for everybody all the time. We just have to be able to find it and help other people get it. But that's, you know, it's a lot of acid trips and weed and therapy to get to that point where I can recognize it. So.
Yeah.
But I'm proud that I made it.
Heck yeah. I got one more question. Yeah. So, it sounds like it's very introspective thoughts, and you've obtained this knowledge maybe through trial and error, and actually going out to actually, research it, going out of your way. How many times did you, fail, and then what made you go out of your way to find this knowledge to help yourself?
Infinity.
Infinity.
I've always failed, man. Like a lot of people define themselves by their troubles or what they failed at instead of what you succeeded at. A lot of people are afraid of failure, afraid of trying. Like, I'm gonna look foolish, or I'm gonna lose this, or I'm not gonna have that, or oh, it's so far out in the future. You're afraid to see how close you can get. And, or our egos are so in the way. We're so worried about what other people think. Even ain't nobody ever looking at me. Everybody else paying me no attention. I spent so much of my life thinking everybody had a microscope on me. But even though I've gotten more secure and comfortable with myself, I still sometimes get discouraged and have to remind myself I've survived everything life has thrown at me. None of those things I thought were going to be the end of me got the better of me. So like I look at that like I'm a champion. I'm a god. I've survived things that I didn't even think were possible. And now I can sit here pretty blessed with my life.
Heck yeah, man.
And I'm happy with the things I've done, where I started and where I'm at now. It ain't over yet, and it's not particularly glamorous, but like there's some folks that can't even see past their own misery.
Yeah.
And that hurts. I used to be one of those people. But I'm not that anymore. I'm trying to make sure other people can enjoy this.
And you can feel the bliss and the more peace.
It feels good. It feels good, not just for me, but I like that shit. It feels good when you go in a room and everybody's having fun. Everybody feels good, But then you can feel that shift, like when people are bummed out about some stuff, and it's an energetic thing, but that energy starts with us. We got to really control that, but we don't always have the tools, and we don't get taught that. They don't give us the warnings to life up front. It's like you got to grow into something you're not supposed to be, and then unlearn it to really get the point of it. And that's basically been my process. I'm still going through it. Just keep being better today than I was yesterday, and better tomorrow than I was today.
Heck yeah, brother. Hey, it sounds like you obtained a lot of knowledge, Mr. Cameron. Just beautiful mind, brother. That's all I'm saying. And the introspection it takes to even get to that point is so important. So everybody seek knowledge. Start thinking about your actions, your thoughts.
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
A couple things that were highlighted to me in Mr. Cameron's interview was the fact that he acknowledges that there's differences in every individual. From what I gathered, he sees that most every person has some type of value to offer, no matter the given variables in their lifestyles, looks, or behaviors. With the existence of social norms being a thing, they create these boxes that people have a hard time realizing they don't have to truly fit into in order to gain what they deem deep down inside as success. These boxes are essentially just another way of living life, which there are many of. The boxes may be the most popular or known, but they should not be constituted as the ones everyone should try for. Being more understanding that people choose different paths and walk different lives, we can gain more insight and even valuable information, given that we're willing to be more accepting of others' differences. Another great piece in this interview from Mr. Cameron was where he talked about the importance in having the discernment to know the difference between giving in to other people's perceived wants and desires or genuinely taking care of yourself and doing things for the right reasons, living true to yourself. There have been plenty of times where I've been duped into thinking that I'm doing what I truly desire, but when I look deeper into my decisions, I see that the force is not purely driven by me. It goes on to mention that it's hard to live true to yourself, given we are programmed from birth to not be ourselves and to defend our place of origin, skin color, religion, even our school, and etc. These things can bring you joy, but your sense of identity has not been found. When these things are stripped away, what will you have then? With people being so afraid of failure and looking foolish, most don't get the chance to succeed, or our ego gets in the way as if we're under a microscope having others analyzing us. For the most part, no one is invested into your every move. At times, when he feels discouraged, he begins to remind himself that he has survived everything thrown at him, following up with this inspiring quote, "None of those things I thought were going to be the end of me got the better of me." With that knowledge, he feels blessed with his life and happy with the things he's done from where he started and where he is now. Though his life is not glamorous, he appreciates it knowing there are others that can't even see past their own misery. Previously in the past being one of those people, he knows how much it hurts, and now opposes the negative energy by becoming a positive beacon of energy. That don't give you any warnings to life, so growing up into something you're not supposed to be and unlearning it is a part of the process in order to truly understand. He is still going through this process like many of us and continues on by being better than he was yesterday and better tomorrow than he is today. Closing off by saying, be kind to yourself and be kind to others.